I've decided to go abroad for a few years. Oh wow, really? Yeah, I'm going to do some voluntary work, teaching English, probably. So where are you going? Ethiopia. I'm going with an organization called Voluntary Service Overseas. Oh, how long are you going for? Well, 2 years initially, and then I'll have the option of extending for another 2 years if I want to. Will you be in the capital? Not sure yet, but probably no. I'd probably be in a small town somewhere, 'cause they usually send you to rural areas, you know. Wow, that'll be amazing. When are you leaving? Sometime in August. It's not fixed yet. There's lots of still to organize, like injectional visas and all that. And your flat? What are you going to do with your flat and all your stuff? Well, I have to move out of the flat before too long. I mean, I'm not going to pay rent all the time I'm away, so I guess I put all my stuff in my parents' attic or garage or something. I'll take some stuff if you like. Put it in the spare room. Thanks, that'll be great. So are you going to have like email and all that? Will we be able to keep in touch? Well, I don't really know, but I hope so. But to be honest, I don't even know if there'll be electricity. But if I can email, we'll have to do the old-fashioned thing and write letters. Remember how to do that? Oh, yeah, just about. Maybe I'll come and visit you. Yeah, do it. It'll be great to see a familiar face. Mark Boyle had to abandon his trek to India as soon as he arrived in France. He couldn't speak French, and the local people didn't understand what he was doing. They thought he was just a backpacker looking for a cheap holiday. By this time he was cold, out of food, and hadn't slept for several days. So he decided to call off the expedition and try again once he had learned some French. Michael Fournier record-breaking jump failed when his balloon left the ground without him. While the balloon was being inflated, it became detached from the capsule and flew off by itself. This was Mr. Fournier's third unsuccessful attempt to make the jump. Alan Hinks had to abandon his climb halfway. He was eating local bread in his tent one night and he breathed in some of the blood off the top of it. He cut violently damaged a bone in his back. However, Alan returned to Nanga Parbat on another expedition and reached the summit. He went on to become the first British man to climb out of the 8,000 meters peak. Dave Cornwall completed his skateboard trip across Australia and raised 16,000 pounds for three children's charities. He also set a new world record for the longest skateboard journey. Dave became a well-known figure during his trip, and bus passengers good luck and wave as they pass. He now plans to write a book about his adventures. Have you got any holiday plans this year? Not this year, but I'm planning to travel to Argentina for a month next summer. Wow, Sounds great. So will you be touring around the country or something? Yeah, I'll be flying to the capital and then I'll be traveling around the country by bus. What about the language? Do you speak any Spanish? Well, not at the moment, but I'm hoping to learn some Spanish. Before I go, I'll be taking classes. I've also found some websites for learning Spanish, so I'll be using those. Hopefully by next year I'll have learned enough to get by. Oh, uh, what about money for the trip? It's expensive to get there, isn't it? Yeah, money is a problem. I'm aiming to save a £150 a month. I'll have to spend less, so I won't be going out much in the evenings. Hopefully, I'll I'll have saved enough by next July. It'll be difficult, but I think I can do it, and I'm really looking forward to the trip. Right, well, good luck with that. Thanks. There's a story here about some people who've taken a pay cut in order to work fewer hours. Would you do that? I mean, if you have a choice, which would you choose? More free time or more money? Or more free time, definitely. I mean, if the money was enough to live on, obviously. What do you want money for it if you haven't got time to spend it? What about you, Jane? I take the paying craze, you know, 'cause most of the stuff I want to do in my free time requires cash. You know what I mean. It's like, what can you do anyway without cash these days? Frenzy, sit in the park and watch the tree grow. Oh, come on, Jane. All the best things in the life are free. Don't you think, Tom? Don't know really. I like a bit of both, I guess. So, if I could choose more pay or more free time, I suppose it would depend on how many hours I work in the first place. If I could work, say, 40 hours a week and get a reasonable income, I'd be happy enough with that. Um, if I have too much free time, I wouldn't know what to do with it. But some people will do anything to get more money, and I'm not like that either. A nice one, Tommy. Always Mr. Compromise. So what would you do for money, James? Let's say, for example, someone in your family have a connection or whatever. You know, would you use them to like get ahead in your career? Absolutely. That's the way of the world. You have to use everything you've got. You see, I don't agree with that at all. I think that's corruption. I prefer to feel responsible of my own success. I hate the idea it was just because of my connections. What about you, Tom? Your opinion is somewhere in the middle of this one, I suppose. Well, yes, actually, I wouldn't actively use my family connection to get ahead. But if you know, but you know, I wouldn't actually refuse a good job just because of that. James would you send his own mother to get to the top, wouldn't you, James? Yeah, if anyone would buy her. Can you tell me what it's like to be on the top of the world, sitting on a peak of Everest? Well, that it's scary. It's a much smaller top than I thought. And when I was there, as I come up to the top, it's quite crowded, and there was a team of people sitting blocking my way, and I was like 15 feet from actually getting to the summit, and I thought I wasn't going to make it. Uh, Now they were fine blocking my way, because I would have done the same to anyone else. You're exhausted, you plunge yourself down on the top when you get there. So I have to try and nudge my way around these people. But if I can just picture it, if you slipped, you will have just fallen off the mountain and fallen down thousands of feet. And I wasn't dropped, and you're exhausted, and you just sort of fall globally at the top because suddenly Adelaide is disappearing, you know, 360 degrees because you're near the top. And I just thought, I'm not going to make it. And this is my second attempt. Just describe for those unfamiliar with the physical state of your body at that point. That's hard one to describe. There's a third of the oxygen out at the level compared to what we break down and sea level. I can describe how tired you feel. If you think of the tiredest you've ever felt, and then multiply that by 2 or 3, you got all layers of tiredness. Have you climbed up the mountain? And there are times when you think, I actually can take another step because I'm going to collapse. But something inside you, because in your heart, you really need to want to get to that target very badly. And somehow or other, you push through the barriers. But at that level, from 26,000 feet up, you're in a thing called the dead zone, which is when your body doesn't exist naturally, so the systems are starting to break down and just close down on you. So Sullivan is a luxury. It just isn't there. There are obvious physical manifestations, but for you, there were also physiological manifestations that you'll fade in your previous attempt to be you'd come some close to getting to the swim, and yeah, I nearly died on the attempt. Yeah, and here you were. Can you explain that? Your state of mind. Oh, are you not thinking? Are you on autopilot at that point? Or are you conscious of doubt, conscious of the potential danger? And, and that's the reason why these last 15 feet, I thought, whoops, you know what's going to happen? It's a hard, it really is a hard one to describe because everything, your alien environment, you can eat, you're feeling sick, headed, very tired, like ridiculous tired, hard to breathe, and you've got oxygen coming through on an oxygen mask. I was wearing goggles, and most people do, and they are frozen up. They've steamed up initially, then it's so cold that they freeze, and I actually was looking through the bottom right hand corner of my goggles, and that was the way I was climbing, so there was no view actually at that time, but when I actually When I got to the top, I literally just plunked myself down.